Hi, today is Monday, April 10th, 2017. It's the second day of Holy Week now, and this is a Swede Speaks. And I would like to share a few thoughts about why Sweden was attacked last Friday. Because you can think about this. Sweden is one of the most liberal countries in the world. And now I mean liberal in the left liberal sense. The way liberal is used in the United States and increasingly in Europe too. Sweden is giving lots of benefits to people coming to the country, including people who are rejected asylum. Sweden is doing everything to make everybody happy, except, of course, people like me, except critics on the right wing. We, on the other hand, are ostracized. And yet, it wasn't some kind of right-wing radical who did the terrible act last Friday. No, it was a Muslim, a follower of Islam, from Uzbekistan, a country that has large problems with Islamic radicalism. But let's take a look at some of the rights that are given to illegal aliens in Sweden. And by illegal aliens, I mean people who have been, whose asylum applications have been rejected, but who stay in the country. So, some of the rights for illegal aliens in Sweden are subsidized health and dental care. And to this, we might note that Swedish citizens or people living legally in Sweden do not have the right to subsidized dental care. Dental care, you have to pay all of it in Sweden. Healthcare is subsidized, but not dental care. But for illegal aliens, it is. Children of illegal aliens have the right to go to school in Sweden. They should go to school in their home countries, or in the first safe country they came to. In some municipalities in Sweden, they have the right to welfare benefits. At the same time as they are hiding from Swedish authorities, they were given the right to welfare benefits, economic support from the taxpayers. And in Malmö, they are given the right to housing. Interesting. So you hide from the authorities while other authorities give you a place to live. Well, and 4 years after being denied asylum, you have a right to apply again. And staying in Sweden illegally is not an obstacle. Now, isn't that nice? So, Swedish rules incentivizes this behavior. If you manage to stay underground in Sweden for 4 years, and Swedish authorities will still help you out with health care, with dental care, with schools for your children, in some places with economic support welfare, and in Malmö, even a place to stay. And after doing this for 4 years, you can apply again, and they won't hold it against you that you have been illegally in the country for 4 years. So, what has happened after this terror attack? I mean, lots of things have happened, of course. And we could talk a lot about that, about the foreign reactions and so on, but let's take what's happened in Sweden. The day after the attack, the Social Democrats, which is the biggest party in the Swedish government, and the Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven belongs to this party. The day after, the Social Democrats had their Congress, party meeting in Gothenburg. And the leaders of the party wanted to, they want to have a stricter, tougher line on immigration, and but they were defeated by party members who wants to open the Swedish borders again. Smart move, right? I sincerely hope that they lose the election. They might, because one of the first polls after this attack gave the Sweden Democrats record high 27.2%. I don't even know if we have a shy voters phenomenon anymore in Sweden. If there is a shy voters phenomenon, you could add some more to that, and in that case, maybe they would get 33 or 35%, which actually would be good. And I know, I mean, do I have to defend this again? The Sweden Democrats are not Nazis. The party in itself, as far as I know, has never been a National Socialist Party, but yes, they have had members who have been members of National Socialist organizations before. When they have detected Nazis among their own, they have thrown them out of the party. And I consider the Sweden Democrats to be kind of social democrats. They just don't like multiculturalism, cultural relativism, and Islam, and things like that. And I don't agree with them on everything. For instance, I think they're way too leftist when it comes to economic policies. I think many of them don't understand that Swedish culture is based on the Judeo-Christian heritage, and without it, there is no Swedish culture. Yeah, sure, you could try to go back to the heathen culture of Sweden. Of course you could, and it would be something quite different. But that was not a culture that could build a civilization, while Christianity was. And some parts of the old heathen culture was still preserved. The part that you were able to sort of integrate with Christianity, while other parts of culture was rejected, like the idea of putting unwanted children out in the forests for the wolves to eat them. That was outlawed. Slavery, or thraldom as it was known as in Sweden, was eventually outlawed, and so on. But I mean, not to make this a long rant about that, but I have my beefs with the Sweden Democrats too. But I still think it's good. It seems like some Swedes are starting to wake up. But and I don't know if there's a shy voter phenomenon. But I think that, why did this happen in Sweden? It didn't happen because Sweden was being too nasty towards immigrants, or towards Muslims, or towards Islam. Sweden was hit by sudden jihad syndrome because Sweden has not been careful. The Swedish policies have been too naive. It has been this multiculturalist kumbaya idea of, if everyone just holds hands and sings kumbaya, everything will be nice. And there has, I mean, and all of these illegal aliens that have been staying in the country, while other Swedish authorities have been helping them out. I don't know. I mean, the guy who's arrested and who has actually confirmed that he was a part of what was going on, Rakhmat Akilov, 39 years old, from Uzbekistan. I don't know if he received any health care or any welfare benefits or anything like that. I have no idea. They say that he was working in the construction business, which is interesting. I guess he might have been working under the table then. But I mean, all of this happened because Sweden had no control of their borders. A country without borders is not a country, as I think Donald Trump said. Something like that. And I mean, really, that's why this happened in Sweden. It's sad, but it's the truth. And I'm very sad about what happened. It could have gotten even worse. And Sweden needs to wake up still. Because if Sweden doesn't wake up now, if they don't realize what's going on, it will happen again, and it might be worse next time. And if Swedish politicians and Swedish mainstream media keep on sweeping this under a rug, if nothing is done, and if it is just met by more kumbaya, more we're gonna hug out all the hate, that kind of ideology, if it's met by that, then Sweden really is lost. And I'm hoping and praying for a miracle. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, and this, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what's going on, as far as I can understand and analyze it. And I do this for two reasons, or maybe three. One reason is I hope that people in Sweden will see this, wake up, and become a force to change the policies in the right direction. The second reason is I hope that people outside of Sweden, whether it be in Norway, in Denmark, in Finland, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, in the United States, or anywhere else in the world, Thailand, Uganda, whatever, I hope they can learn by the Swedish example to see that Sweden is really a warning example to the rest of the world. And I guess the third reason is, well, you know, the man who was walking in the desert, shouting, alone. And then one day he met someone. He didn't do that often, but one day he met someone. And the man asked him, "Why are you shouting in the desert? Nobody hears you." And he said, "I am shouting because I don't want to be like you. I don't want to become like you." And this is not towards my viewers, at least not most of you. Most of you I think are great. Some write really nasty comments, but I can live with that. But anyway, I mean, Sweden is very conformist. And I'm not conformist. And that's why I have to do this. And that's what I have to say about this right now. I would like to thank the people who are supporting this channel. I don't know how I can get through how important this support is or how grateful I am, but I am really, really, really grateful for it. I am grateful for your prayers. I am grateful for any financial support through Patreon and PayPal. And so thank you very much for that. And if you like this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. I thought there should be a bell, below this video, above the information box, because it usually is, but I don't know. If there is a bell, please click it. If you got something to say, feel free to comment. If you like this video, please like it. And please share this video on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so please help me with that. When I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will make smörgåstårta, sandwich cake. I will have a bite of it, and I will say thank you again. And then I will make a series on the history of Sweden, on the history of ideas in Sweden, and what made the Swedes think like they do. I mean, you could say it's my theory about it, but I will base it in the facts I know. And of course, I would also like to encourage you to support this channel. And I will include all the necessary information in the information box below. This is A Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.